In the journey of life, everyone occasionally faces moments of self-doubt and negative thoughts. These mental barriers can prevent us from fully exploring our potential and living each moment to the fullest. However, through the eyes of the Stoics, these challenges are not just obstacles, but opportunities for personal growth and development. Today, in this video, we will explore secrets to eliminating doubt and transforming negative thoughts into healthy motivations. We will learn from Marcus Aurelius, a great emperor of Stoicism, who taught that the power of thought can completely change how we experience and construct our lives. This video provides not just advice, but also initiates a journey of self-transformation, helping you regain confidence and find inner peace. Don't miss the rest of the video to receive practical tools that will not only help you face, but also overcome internal battles, pushing back all self-doubt and negative thinking. If you're ready to explore and change, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Together, we will start the journey of discovering Stoicism and conquering ourselves. Number 1. Understanding negative thoughts and self-doubt. In our journey to free ourselves from the bonds of negative thinking and self-doubt, we can learn from Epicurus, one of the great Stoic philosophers. He once said, "It is not things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about those things." This encourages us to recognize that events do not have the power to upset our minds, that power lies in how we choose to respond to them. Negative thoughts are not always the enemy. They only become a problem when we allow them to dominate our lives without control. Our minds create interpretations based on experiences, beliefs, and conditioning. For example, if you make a mistake at work, a negative thought might arise. I am useless. I will never succeed. However, it's important to realize that this is not an objective truth, but rather a subjective judgment, colored by self-doubt and harsh self-judgment. The impact of negative self-talk can be profound, affecting motivation, decision-making, and overall health. As Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and philosopher, once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This highlights that continuous negative thoughts can deplete our mental and physical energy and cloud our judgment. Now, engage in a short exercise to improve your awareness of negative thoughts. Take some time to reflect on a recent negative thought or a moment of self-doubt you've experienced. Write it down or recall it. This will help you recognize and confront these thoughts more effectively. By understanding the nature and potential consequences of negative thinking, we can approach them more objectively and calmly. Realizing that negative thoughts are just interpretations and not absolute truths, we can begin to restructure them more positively and constructively. Remembering Epicurus's advice, we can liberate ourselves from negative thoughts and self-doubt, paving the way for a stronger and more fulfilling life. Each step we take is not just a step away from harmful thoughts, but also a step towards true freedom and happiness. We must begin by recognizing that every negative thought we experience, whether it's self-doubt, fear, or any other form of insecurity, is not the final judgment on our value or abilities. In Stoicism, we are taught that these thoughts are merely initial impressions, which can and should be challenged and transformed. First, we must learn to accept negative thoughts without judging them. This is the first and most important step in our self-healing journey. Realizing that each negative thought is a natural reaction will help us not be overwhelmed by them. Stoicism advises us to become observers of ourselves. When a negative thought arises, stop and observe it as an outsider. Ask yourself, is this thought based on reality? Does it reflect the truth? This will help us not get swept up in the automatic and negative flow of thoughts. After recognizing and analyzing, the next step is to restructure the negative thought in a more positive direction. Replace, "I can't do this," with, "I will learn from this to do better next time." This not only reduces self-doubt, but also enhances confidence and determination. Try to form a habit of positive thinking. Start each day with a positive thought or affirmation. This not only changes your mood, but also supports the long-term process of restructuring your thoughts. Share your experiences and thoughts with others. This not only helps you feel supported, but also broadens your perspective and understanding of how others overcome doubt and negative thinking. In this way, we not only eliminate self-doubt and negative thoughts, but also gradually build confidence and push ourselves towards a happier and more meaningful life. Recalling the words of Epicurus, "It is not the events, but our thoughts about them that truly shape our lives." Use this power to create positive change in your life. Number 2, change your perspective. In our journey of self-discovery and understanding the world around us, Stoicism teaches us an important lesson. Our thoughts create the reality we live in. The philosopher Epicurus deeply understood this when he said, "It is not events that disturb people, but their views on them." This is not just a philosophy, but also the key to liberating us from the vicious cycle of negative thinking and self-doubt. Recall a time you made a mistake at work, and a flood of negative thoughts labeled you as incompetent. This is not the truth, but a subjective view, colored by emotions and self-doubt. Stoicism advises us to reassess these thoughts from a more objective and rational perspective. Instead of criticizing yourself, consider each mistake as a stepping stone to learn, identify weaknesses, and expand your abilities. Remind yourself that every error is an inevitable part of human life, and even the most successful people have stumbled along their paths. By changing this perspective, we transform negative thoughts into positive momentum, shifting from self-doubt to self-compassion and resilience. Stoicism doesn't stop at theory. It also offers us practical lessons from real life. Take, for example, Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers and an advisor to the Roman Emperor Nero. In a letter, Seneca shared a story of a friend who was haunted by nightmares he experienced. He advised his friend to live with reality and not let the mind be overwhelmed by images of imagination, emphasizing, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Like Seneca's friend, we often let our negative thoughts and fears become exaggerated, creating unnecessary, painful scenarios. By maintaining a stance in the present and adopting an objective viewpoint, we can break free from the chains of distorted negative thoughts, opening up a new, more powerful and positive worldview. When we face the faces of doubt and insecurity, Stoicism teaches us a powerful lesson. Change your perspective to change your life. Imagine that every negative thought we nurture in our mind is like an invisible enemy whispering toxic words into our ears. But by applying Stoicism, we can turn this enemy into a helpful ally. When you shift your self-perception from "I can't do this" to "I can learn from this," you not only eliminate doubt, but also grow in confidence. Because every time you view a challenge as an opportunity, you are reinforcing your belief in your own abilities. Imagine your negative thoughts as dark clouds in the sky. When you choose to view these clouds through the light of reason and objectivity, you will see them gradually dissipate. Stoicism helps us see the light, the truth, that nothing is entirely hopeless. There is always a new direction, a new dawn. Changing perspectives not only soothes temporary pains, but also nurtures a resilient spirit. When you start viewing failures as lessons and difficulties as opportunities for growth, you no longer fear challenges. You become stronger, more resilient in any situation. Stoicism doesn't just help us eliminate negative thoughts, but also directs us towards a more optimistic state of mind. When you truly believe that everything will pass and every event has a positive side, you begin to feel joy and peace in life. Remember, changing perspective is not just an act of the mind, but also a process of the soul. We do not only change the way we see the world, but also how the world sees us. By applying these principles, you're not just eliminating self-doubt, but also building a stronger version of yourself, ready to face and overcome any challenge. There is nothing impossible in this world when you have the courage to perceive and embrace it differently. Number 3, focus on what you can control. In the resilient journey of Stoicism, the golden rule is to direct our inner strength and attention to what we can control, rather than dwelling on the pain and loss caused by things beyond our reach. Epicurus profoundly stated, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is not just advice, but a weapon against negative thoughts and self-doubt. While we cannot fully control the first thoughts that appear in our minds, we can certainly decide how to respond to them. Do we let doubt and worry overwhelm us, or do we choose to shift our focus to what we can master? Consider a practical example. Suppose you are overlooked for a promotion and immediately thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I will never advance further," begin to besiege you. This disappointment, though understandable if unchecked, leads to more negative and disempowering thoughts. The Stoic wisdom is to expend energy on what we can change, our responses, our mood, and our subsequent actions. You can reframe your thoughts by realizing that an unfavorable outcome does not define your worth or capabilities. You can respond with resilience, viewing the experience as a push to reassess your areas for improvement and personal growth. Focus on what is within your control, such as updating skills, seeking advice from mentors, or pursuing new opportunities. The life of Epictetus, a slave-turned philosopher, exemplifies this principle. Despite facing numerous adversities, he chose to direct his strength to what was achievable: his mood, actions, and responses to circumstances. Epictetus emphasized, "Make the most of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." Embracing this philosophy helps us not to be disoriented by negative thoughts and self-doubt. Instead, we learn to focus on what we can control, act positively, and maintain an optimistic mood, thereby empowering ourselves. Now, I invite you to pause and reflect on an issue causing you distress. Distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. By doing this, you will more easily let go of unnecessary worries and overcome life's challenges with calm and determination. Remember Epicurus' words, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." With this Stoic wisdom, you will regain your strength and navigate life gracefully and calmly. Consider the example of Emma, an office worker who often struggled with feelings of inadequacy and fear of failure. Every time a new project came up, Emma was haunted by thoughts like, "I can't do this," or "I'm going to mess everything up." The turning point came when Emma began to apply Stoic philosophy to her daily life. Instead of letting negative thoughts dominate, Emma started focusing on what she could control: her attitude, her preparation, and her responses to each task. She decided to start each day by writing down 3 things she knew she could do well that day, whether it was completing a report, organizing an effective meeting, or simply maintaining a positive attitude. Whenever she felt doubts creeping into her mind, Emma reminded herself that she couldn't control every outcome, but she could definitely control how she faced each challenge. She focused on learning from each experience and seeking feedback to improve herself, rather than judging herself based on each success or failure. Over time, Emma not only felt more confident in her job, but also developed a resilient mindset in the face of pressure and adversity. She learned that by focusing on what she could control, gradually pushing back against negative thoughts and self-doubt, she not only improved her job performance, but also enhanced her quality of life. Looking back on her journey, Emma realized that change came not from instantly eliminating negative thoughts, but from gradually replacing them with positive, controllable thoughts and actions. This lesson is something anyone can apply to develop confidence and overcome self-doubt, navigating life in a way that makes you the protagonist, not a victim of circumstances. Number 4. Building resilience through Stoic practices. In the journey towards mental resilience, Stoic principles serve as beacons, guiding us not only to restructure negative thoughts, but also teaching us to focus on what truly lies within our power. Stoicism is not just about lofty teachings, but involves daily practical actions that nurture a self-empowering attitude. From Epicurus to Marcus Aurelius, Stoic masters didn't just theorize, but practiced and continuously cultivated valuable mental habits, making resilience an inseparable part of life. One of the most powerful tactics we can adopt is negative visualization, a seemingly paradoxical method, but highly effective. From Epictetus's advice that nothing great is created suddenly, we understand that inner change requires time and patience. Negative visualization is not an invitation to pessimism. Instead, it is a tool to foster gratitude, resilience, and a deep appreciation for the present life. By mentally preparing for challenges and adversities, we become stronger and less overwhelmed by life storms. Practice a negative visualization exercise. Close your eyes and imagine losing something important to you. It could be possessions, relationships, or even health. Fully feel the loss and notice how it enhances your gratitude for what you currently have, while also evoking a sense of humility about the transient nature of life. Marcus Aurelius, a perfect exemplar of Stoicism, showed that whether facing personal failure or significant challenges, he maintained composure and wisdom. It is ridiculous and unrealistic to be surprised by anything that happens in life, he wrote, embracing life with patience and acceptance. The practice of negative visualization helped him, and can also help us, develop resilience, facing life's storms with calm and grace. By exploring the power of negative visualization, we not only overcome negative thinking and self-doubt, but also strengthen our mental and emotional fortitude. Regularly reminding ourselves of the impermanence of everything and preparing mentally for difficulties, we can develop humble gratitude and the inner strength to face life's challenges with courage and wisdom. As Epictetus said, building resilience is a long process, requiring persistence and unwavering commitment. In the journey to eliminate self-doubt and negative thoughts to develop confidence, the lessons from Stoicism provide invaluable tools. Resilience is not just the ability to stand firm in the face of difficulties, but also the courage to fully accept and appreciate oneself. It's not a simple process, but a meaningful and transformative journey that can change our lives fundamentally. Stoicism teaches us that to overcome self-doubt and negative thoughts, the first thing we need is a deep, understanding of ourselves. Ask yourself, where do these doubts come from? And are these negative thoughts based on real evidence? When you begin to observe and analyze your thoughts objectively, you'll realize that many are mere reflections of fears and not objective truths. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Accept the necessary and incorporate it into yourself." When you accept yourself with all your strengths and weaknesses, you no longer let self-doubt cloud your true value. This is the first step to building confidence and eliminating negative thoughts. Regular practice of exercises like negative visualization not only prepares you for the worst scenarios, but also helps you appreciate what you currently have. By frequently reminding yourself of the impermanence of all things and preparing mentally for hardships, you gradually develop gratitude and confidence. These are essential qualities for someone with strong inner strength. Stoics are not swayed by transient emotions. They understand that confidence is a result of maintaining a steadfast stance and positive attitude, even when circumstances may not always be favorable. By maintaining a solid mental state, you not only overcome self-doubt, but also move closer to truly understanding and loving yourself. Let us remember that every step on this path is part of a learning and self-improvement process. By applying the principles of Stoicism, we not only eliminate self-doubt and negative thoughts, but also build solid confidence, opening the door to a fuller and more meaningful life. Let your resilience be an inspiration to others and the key to unlocking a brighter future. Number 5. Surround yourself with positivity. In the journey to nurture inner resilience and self-mastery, ancient philosophers discovered the undeniable importance of our social environment on our mental and emotional health. Following the wise advice of Epicurus, it is essential to associate only with people who make you better, whose presence enhances your finest qualities. Each interaction can either nurture negative thoughts and self-doubt or inspire us to rise above them. The words, attitudes, and energies of others can drag us down or lift us to new heights of confidence and self-control. Reflect on the people in your life who consistently radiate positivity, encouragement, and belief in your capabilities. It could be a close friend, a mentor, or a family member who has always supported and uplifted you, even in the darkest moments of self-doubt. Conversely, compare them with others in your life who seem to foster your negative thoughts. They may be quick to criticize, doubt your abilities, or project their insecurities onto you. A Stoic recognizes the importance of limiting exposure to negative influences and actively cultivating positive relationships, which can profoundly affect our mental and emotional state. Consider the example of Monkey D. Luffy in the anime One Piece. Luffy's journey to become the Pirate King is significantly supported by the positive and supportive friends he meets. From the beginning, Luffy gathers a diverse group of individuals who believe in his dream and support him through every challenge. Remember the advice of Epicurus. The key is to only associate with those who make you better. By deliberately surrounding ourselves with positive influences, we create an environment conducive to fostering confidence, resilience, and unlocking our endless potential. This is a journey that requires conscious effort and discernment, but the rewards are priceless. A stronger sense of confidence, resilience, and the ability to face life's challenges with the support of those who believe in you. In the constant struggle with self-doubt and negative thoughts, the first and perhaps most important step is choosing the environment around us. From the perspective of Stoicism, this is not just a choice, but a duty to ourselves to develop confidence and personal fortitude. Let me offer some specific suggestions to help you eliminate negative thoughts and develop a strong sense of self-respect. Start by assessing the environment around you. This could be your workplace, your circle of friends, or even the information you consume daily from the media. The question to ask is, are these elements enhancing your value, or are they making you feel inferior and doubtful? If the answer is not encouraging, you know what you need to do. Epicurus once said, "We are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with." So ask yourself, are the people around you inspiring you? Or are they pulling you down? Choosing the company you keep is not just advice, but a survival strategy to eliminate negative thoughts and self-doubt. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on the good things you've done and the achievements you've reached. No matter how small, this will help build and nurture your belief in yourself, thereby developing confidence. Change is inevitable and an opportunity for us to grow. Sometimes, removing an unhealthy relationship or changing a bad habit is the key to breaking free from the cycle of doubt and negativity. Sometimes, we need advice from professionals, such as a psychologist or a Stoic scholar, to help us view problems objectively and find effective solutions. Remember, surrounding yourself with positivity is not a selfish act. It is a wise and dedicated form of self-care. By actively creating an environment that nurtures confidence and positivity, you not only help yourself grow, but also inspire those around you. And then, you'll find that confidence and freedom from self-doubt are not so far-fetched after all. Number 6. Gratitude and contentment. In the journey toward inner peace and tranquility, Stoicism teaches us that the key to unlocking happiness is not perfectionism, but gratitude and contentment. These principles are not just teachings, but beacons of light in the darkness of the negative thoughts and self-doubt that often overwhelm us in today's fast-paced world. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, powerfully stated, "Stop dreaming about things you lack. Instead, take time to count the blessings you already possess. For one day, you may desire them if lost." This is the essence of gratitude, an active practice, a way of life where we learn to appreciate and enjoy what we have, rather than always chasing what we lack. By nurturing gratitude, we shift our focus from shortcomings and scarcity to recognizing the abundance around us. Imagine walking lighter by sincerely appreciating every positive aspect of life, including challenges, because they provide us with strength and growth. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, wrote, "No one can have everything they want, but everyone has the power to decide not to desire what they don't have, and to cheerfully make the most of what they do." This is a potent reminder that true contentment does not come from ceaseless accumulation, but from nurturing a sense of sufficiency and gratitude for what we have. Try a simple gratitude exercise. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about 3 things in this life for which you are most grateful. It could be your health, a loving relationship, or a cherished memory. Allow yourself to fully immerse in that deep feeling of gratitude, feeling the warmth of gratitude spreading through every cell of your body. When you open your eyes, you will notice a subtle shift in your outlook on life. You feel lighter, more at peace, and no longer burdened by negative thoughts or self-doubt. This is the transformative power of gratitude and contentment, the key to discovering and nurturing genuine joy in life. This chapter will provide you with practical advice to eliminate self-doubt and negative thoughts, while developing confidence from a Stoic perspective. Together, we will explore the power of gratitude and contentment, 2 elements that not only help you harmonize with yourself, but also create a positive energy that radiates to those around you. Each morning, before you start your day, Take a few minutes to reflect on what you are grateful for. It could be your health, a roof over your head, or simply a warm cup of coffee. Recognizing the good in life helps you push back against negative thoughts and strengthens your belief in yourself. When facing difficulties, instead of doubting your capabilities, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Every challenge is an opportunity for you to grow and mature. This is your chance to turn pain into strength, doubt into confidence. In Stoicism, focusing on the process of performing a task is more important than worrying about the outcome. By concentrating on your actions each day, you become less obsessed with perfection and the pressure to succeed, thus reducing self-doubt. Surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Your environment greatly influences your spirit and thoughts. Healthy relationships reinforce your self-belief and help you eliminate negative thoughts. Spend time each day in meditation and self-reflection. This helps you become more mindful and control your thoughts. When you can manage your thoughts, you prevent negative ideas from infiltrating and take control of your emotions. Set clear and realistic goals in life and work diligently to achieve them. When you see yourself making progress, even if small, your self-esteem and confidence are bolstered. Finally, accept that no one is perfect. Learning to accept your flaws and realizing that every mistake is a valuable lesson will help you reduce self-criticism and self-doubt. Through these steps, you'll find that gratitude and contentment are not just vague concepts, but powerful tools that help you build and maintain confidence while eliminating negative thoughts and self-doubt. Let these tips accompany you on your journey to discover inner strength and fully enjoy life. Number 7. Acceptance and letting go. In the quest for inner peace and happiness, we cannot overlook two core principles of Stoicism: acceptance and letting go. The philosopher Epicurus once compellingly stated, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens, happens the way it does, and you will be at peace." This advice is not merely a principle for living. It is an invitation to free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and the negative thought patterns that often stem from resisting what is happening or clinging to the should in our minds. Ultimately, acceptance is not about surrender or apathy, but a choice to embrace reality calmly and without judgment, thereby fostering inner peace and freedom. Consider a student who has worked hard for an important exam, but the outcome is not as expected. If this student clings to expectations and fails to accept the results, they might spiral into self-doubt and negative thinking. However, if they apply the Stoic principle of acceptance, they can objectively view the situation and avoid self-blame, thus focusing more positively on preparing for the next steps. Marcus Aurelius, a great Roman emperor and a Stoic, once reflected in his meditations, "It is pointless and surprising to be shocked by anything that happens in life." This statement not only reflects a deep understanding of life's unpredictability and impermanence, but also indicates that resistance and attachment to expectations are the roots of all suffering. To practice the principles of acceptance and letting go, experiment with a specific situation you are resisting or struggling to accept. Take a deep breath, relax, and allow your mind to slowly release its resistance. Observe how this simple act of acceptance impacts your emotions and how it can reduce the burden of negative thoughts and self-doubt. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Nothing happens to anyone that he is not fitted by nature to bear." By embracing and practicing Stoic principles of acceptance and letting go, we can develop inner freedom, leading ourselves through life's challenges with resilience, grace, and a profound vision of inner peace and personal growth. Imagine you are an emerging artist, and you have just had the opportunity to showcase your work at a major art exhibition. Standing before your artwork, filled with hope and anticipation, you realize that the audience's reaction is not entirely what you expected. Instead of praise, you hear some neutral and even critical comments. This is when self-doubt and negative thoughts begin to creep into your mind. In this situation, the Stoic principle of acceptance and letting go becomes crucial. Instead of clinging to unmet expectations or blaming yourself for not achieving the desired recognition, view this situation as an opportunity to learn and grow. Accept feedback without judging yourself, and look for ways to use it to improve your skills. Acceptance does not mean you don't feel disappointment or sadness, but it means you do not let those emotions control your life and decisions. By recognizing that not everything always goes as planned, you can free yourself from doubts and the negative thoughts they breed. As you learn to accept and let go, you begin to see that every event, positive or negative, brings you a valuable lesson. This not only helps you develop your artistic skills, but also strengthens your self-belief and confidence. As Epicurus once said, nothing essential is at stake when merely the unforeseeable occurs. Each challenge, each critique, is a crucial turning point that helps you build the best version of yourself. By viewing yourself through the lens of acceptance and letting go, you not only learn how to face challenges, but also how to overcome them with grace and resilience. This is the solid foundation for developing confidence and the ability to recover after each setback, not only making you stronger, but also an inspiration to those around you. Number 8. Self-reflection and growth. In the thick book of life, each chapter we write is not just a page, but a record of profound lessons from our own experiences. Stoicism not only teaches us how to face challenges, but also equips us with powerful tools to overcome negative thoughts and relentless self-doubt. Ancient philosophers like Epicurus have shown that sustainable transformation comes not from external sources, but from a deep commitment to ongoing self-reflection and personal growth. Imagine you are facing a failure or an event that triggers a wave of negative thoughts and self-doubt. In those moments, instead of wallowing in self-pity or blaming circumstances, a Stoic approach would be to delve deeply into contemplation. How did my actions contribute to this outcome? What can I learn from it? And how can I face a similar situation in the future with more wisdom and patience? Epicurus, a model of Stoicism who was once a slave, never allowed his circumstances to define his worth. He used every experience, whether painful or challenging, as a stepping stone to enhance his understanding of himself and the world. His commitment to self-reflection helped him develop a profound perspective on the human condition and achieve spiritual freedom, a timeless reminder of the power of self-reflection in personal growth. To incorporate this practice into your life, spend time each day in self-reflection, whether through journaling, meditating, or simply sitting quietly in thought. The questions you ask yourself in these quiet moments will open up profound insights about yourself and how you interact with the world around you. When faced with challenges, see them as opportunities to expand your perspective and strengthen your resilience. Epicurus said, "Do not seek the good in external things. Seek it in yourselves." With each step in this journey of self-reflection and personal growth, you not only overcome negative thoughts and self-doubt, but also move closer to leading a life full of meaning and autonomy, reflecting the true value of a Stoic. In the journey of self-discovery and development, we all face moments shadowed by self-doubt and negative thoughts. But what if I told you that Stoicism could be the light guiding you out of the darkness? Today, Let us explore the power of self-reflection and personal growth as tools, not just to eliminate self-doubt, but also to develop confidence, a key element in living a fulfilling and autonomous life. Self-reflection is not a superficial pondering. It's a profound journey into the inner self, a sincere dialogue with oneself. Imagine each time you look in the mirror, you see not only your imperfections, but also a person who is constantly learning, adapting, and striving. As you begin to accept and understand yourself, you gradually build trust in your abilities. Stoicism teaches us that confidence is nurtured from a deep understanding and genuine acceptance of what we are and can become. Once you discover your strengths and weaknesses through self-reflection, you enter the next phase, personal development. This is not just about improving skills, but also about changing how you view yourself and the world around you. Every challenge, obstacle, and even failure is an opportunity to test and prove yourself in real-life situations. Stoicism values the process of perseverance and continual striving more than quick or easy success. Through this, natural confidence develops as you realize that you can face and overcome any challenge. Finally, remember that each of us has the power to choose. We can choose to dwell in doubt and fear, or to rise, reflect, and grow. Stoicism invites us to choose the latter path. It does not promise an easy journey, but it guarantees a worthy one, where each step is a step forward, a step towards confidence, resilience, and spiritual freedom. So ask yourself, which path will you choose? Let self-reflection and personal development guide you on this challenging journey, and you will discover not only what you can truly achieve, but also the real essence of freedom and confidence. Number 9. Stoic Quotes on Negative Thoughts and Self-Doubt. Stoic philosophers from ancient times have equipped us with a robust legacy of wisdom that helps us effectively deal with negative thoughts and frequent self-doubt. Let's explore some of their deepest insights. Marcus Aurelius, a monumental figure in history, once said, "The universe is change, and our life is what our thoughts make it." Through this statement, he emphasizes a truth. Our thoughts not only shape the reality we live in, but also allow us to change our lives by changing those very thoughts. Additionally, Aurelius pointed out, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This is a powerful lesson in freeing ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Epicurus, another Stoic philosopher, agreed with this view when he reminded us, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." This advice speaks to tranquility and acceptance, focusing energy only on what we can influence and change. Seneca, another figure in Stoicism, also made significant contributions. He stated, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This helps us realize that many of our fears are unfounded, and we can minimize them by facing and accepting them as part of life. From these teachings, we learn how to restructure our thoughts, question negative thinking patterns, and develop a more resilient, empowering mindset. Overcoming self-doubt and negative thoughts is not a destination but a continuous journey, requiring a long-term commitment to personal development, self-reflection, and the pursuit of a meaningful and valued life. To eliminate self-doubt and negative thoughts, we can learn from the Stoic philosophers' wisdom. They taught us that doubt and negativity are just obstacles on the path to confidence and personal development. Imagine yourself as a general, leading with courage and decisiveness, allowing no negative thought to dim your radiant vision. Stoicism teaches that confidence does not come from perfection, but from the courage to accept and overcome mistakes. Bravely face challenges, learn from them, and move forward more solidly. Because, as they taught in any circumstance, true confidence starts with believing in oneself and the courage to face challenges, rather than allowing negative thoughts and doubts to cloud every decision. Consider us steadfast in life, leading with indomitable spirit and determination, always ready to overcome any challenge and build a stronger future. Remember, each step we take on this path is not just a move, but a mark of persistence and aspiration towards true freedom. Freedom from the constraints of negative thinking and self-doubt. In the challenging journey of life, we often face self-doubt and negative thoughts. These can become psychological barriers, but we should not let them control our lives. Instead, we should see them as opportunities to strengthen our spirit and grow, following the profound philosophy of Stoicism. To overcome doubts and build confidence, the first step is to clearly understand their origins. Take time to introspect and delve deep into your mind. Once you understand the reasons behind these doubts, you'll be ready to confront and address them. Start with acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean surrendering, but understanding and receiving reality calmly. Accept that you're not always perfect, and that's perfectly normal. When you embrace this, you'll be less shaken by negative thoughts. Practice positive thinking and self-affirmation daily. Take time to reflect on even the smallest achievements and remind yourself of your capabilities and worth. This will help build your confidence and establish a habit of positive thinking, gradually eliminating negative thoughts. And don't forget patience. Change doesn't happen instantly, but with persistence and the practice of Stoic principles, you will feel progress day by day. Initial doubts will gradually give way to a stronger, more confident mindset. Remember, your spiritual and mental strength is limitless. Each step on this path is a valuable lesson. With courage and persistence, you will not only overcome self-doubt, but also become the best version of yourself. Keep moving forward confidently and with resolve on this path, and negative thoughts will no longer have a place in your life. Join genuine wisdom on this journey to maturity and spiritual success. Hit the subscribe and share button to spread wisdom and a deep understanding of life. Don't forget to leave a comment below the video with the phrase, "I always embrace the good," so we can all improve together and build a more positive community. Thank you for being part of this community.